Hi, this is Steve.
And I'm Pete, and this is Cinephiles.
Welcome to the inaugural episode.
What we need you guys to do is, you the viewers, share this, repost it, do whatever you guys can do to spread the word. The more viewers we have, the more votes and more comments we have, makes it more fun for us and more fun for you, the viewer.
And if you don't share, we'll look like a couple of dildos just talking to each other.
This episode, we're going to do Thor, we're going to do The Big Lebowski, and also Black Swan. The Big Lebowski. Jeff Lebowski, an unemployed Los Angeles slacker and avid bowler who is referred to and also refers to himself as the Dude. After a case of mistaken identity, the Dude is introduced to a millionaire also named Jeffrey Lebowski. When the millionaire Lebowski's trophy wife is later kidnapped, he commissions the Dude to deliver the ransom to secure the release. The plan goes awry when the Dude's friend, Walter Schobach, did I say that right? Schobach?
I don't know.
Schemes to keep the full ransom. Steve Buscemi, Philip Seymour Hoffman, David Huddleston, Julianne Moore, Tara Reid, and John Turturro star in the film, which is narrated by a cowboy known only as the Stranger, played by Sam Elliott. Your take?
Well, my take on The Stranger is, means something completely different to me.
The Stranger in the movie.
Oh, no, where you sit on your hand.
No, yeah, I know what The Stranger is.
Never mind.
Okay.
The Big Lebowski. If you haven't seen it, see it. Do yourself a favor. You know, I know when a movie is really good, when my wife hates it. My wife hates this movie.
Your wife hates The Big Lebowski?
Yes.
How does she hate The Big Lebowski?
We'll have her on the next episode now.
We'll have her on one time. So, anyway, go ahead.
Well, I mean, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I've never actually sat down and watched the whole thing.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm
Pete,
deprived.
You're
I watched
betraying the viewers,
I watched
dude.
the whole thing 2 days ago.
Okay.
Just for the show.
Okay.
Before that, I've seen bits and pieces. To me, it's just, it's a great film. It's classic cult comedy. The Coen brothers directed it. The Coen brothers are the directors of, the HUD Sucker Proxy, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? What else? Fargo. Burn After Reading. Just classic dark comedies like that. This movie is just along the same lines. The dialogue's great. Everything's just clicks in this movie. Everything you need for the recipe for a classic cult comedy movie. The best part, I thought, is just that after every line Steve Buscemi says in the movie, which is only about 15 throughout the whole movie. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Every time. Or some variation. The other part that really struck me as cool as hell is when the dude gets yanked out of the one limo, thrown into the other limo, all the while not spilling his White Russian. Not spilling it.
There's something to be said for not spilling your drink.
To say. Other than that, just the classic cult comedy. They pissed on the dude's rug.
Yeah. It really tied the room together.
It did. It really tied the room together.
Mm-hmm.
But, The Big Lebowski. It's a classic movie. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor, go see it. Or don't go see it. Rent it. Netflix.
Don't go see it. If you go see it, somebody's taking your money.
Yeah. It's on the Netflix instant queue right now. You can get through your Wii or whatever you use for Netflix. I don't know if you get it at a Redbox, a video store, if you can find one, in case it's 1983.
Exactly.
And just go see The Big Lebowski. Rent it. Do whatever you can. Next up is Black Swan. Released in 2010, it's starring Mila Kunis, Natalie Portman, and directed by Darren Aronofsky. Darren Aronofsky directed The Wrestler. If you haven't seen The Wrestler, that's a good flick. The synopsis for this one is the plot revolves around a production of Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, ballet by a prestigious New York City ballet company. The production requires a ballerina to play both the innocent white swan and the sensual black swan. One dancer, Nina, which is played by Natalie Portman, is perfect for the white swan. The other dancer, Lily, played by Mila Kunis, has a personality that matches more the black swan. When the two compete for the parts, Nina finds a dark side to herself. Go ahead, your thoughts?
My thoughts, the funny thing I found about this is I heard a lot of people talk about it before I actually saw it, and the general consensus is that women hate this movie.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, it's I think they expected one thing, and they got another. I mean, there's a lot of. I think this is our generation's The Shining, and that's my opinion. But I think it's a great movie.
That is interesting.
I think it's a really good movie. I mean, really. I mean, I don't get caught up in all the awards things, whatnot, but really good movie. I will never look at Natalie Portman the same again.
Well, to me,
oh my.
I'm going to say completely the opposite. It was a good movie, psychological thriller, which you don't even get into the psychological thriller part till the end. The first hour of this movie, I was bored to death. I mean, it's a 2-hour long movie about a ballet. I don't have a vagina. I didn't really care.
See, that was my point, though. The girls thought I think the girls thought it was one thing, and then you get. I mean, there's definitely the male perspective.
Well, I mean, the first hour, I just didn't care. It was boring. I had to force myself to sit there and watch it. Didn't even really start paying attention till Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis' sex scene.
See, that
and
wasn't.
And then after that, not even really that much.
See, that was cool. And like, if you're a guy and you haven't seen this movie, fast forward.
Fast forward the first hour.
Yeah, to 2 scenes. The scene that Pete was talking about, and then the scene where she's in bed and is surprised that her mom's sleeping beside her. That's really what did it for me. Yeah. But if you're a dude, fast forward to those 2 scenes. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Well, first of all, Natalie Portman's character, Nina, has some serious mental issues. I mean, she cannot handle the pressure of being the lead character in this ballet that she's worked her entire life to get. She's got some serious mommy issues, which her mother reminds me of the mom in Carrie, Sissy Spacek's mom in Carrie.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
You never seen Carrie? Stephen King's Carrie?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Okay, what about Rosemary's Baby? That's like 1966. So okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you've seen Carrie, she reminds me of the mom from Carrie. Okay, she's crazy. Which kind of rubs off on Natalie Portman's character, Nina. And
to be entirely honest, I don't think she even exists in the movie, but I don't want to give away too much.
No, she exists. She exists.
She might be a figment of her imagination.
No, she existed.
I don't know.
Because that, to me, that says that's part of her mental problems that she's got. I mean, it's ridiculous.
The bitch is crazy. She might not have existed.
My synopsis of this film is women are freaking nuts. Okay? Because not in any movie would you have guys in there doing this. This is not a plausible situation for guys. You can only have women in this story. It's not going to happen with guys because they're nuts. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to offend any women viewers,
but...
but
it's a complete misogynist.
estrogen causes insanity. I'm pretty sure. To me, that was it. It was a good movie. I wouldn't have gave it an Oscar. The psychological thriller part doesn't even really come in until the end. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't what I expected.
I'm kind of surprised it got all the awards that it did.
Yeah. But
The Black Swan.
The Black Swan. The next movie, this is going to be our new to theaters movie. It's kind of a couple weeks old, but we're getting started on the show late. So we're going to go with Thor. It was released May 6th of 2011, starring Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Hopkins, Natalie Portman, various others. Your thoughts, Steve?
Like I said in the last segment, I can never look at Natalie Portman the same. So I'm going to rest on that thought while Pete gives you his synopsis.
Well, the synopsis is Thor, Marvel Comics' God of Thunder, is a powerful but arrogant warrior who, after defying his father's orders, is cast down to Earth to live among humans and learn what it takes to become a true hero. That's the basic premise of the movie. To me, as a standalone film, Thor was good. It's not the best Marvel Comics movie ever seen. It's good though. As a tie-in to the Avengers, awesome. They're working so hard to put all these elements from Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America comes out later this summer. They're putting all these together to try and make it like one cinematic universe. I mean, the collaborative effort that it takes with different films, different directors, different stars is just amazing to me. How they get all this done. The movie itself, the special effects, when they show Asgard, it's good. Now, the 3D, not necessary. Save yourself $3.
Really?
Not necessary, no.
Well, here's where we may have had differing opinions, but I went and saw it 3D first and foremost. Pete had saw it in 2D.
I saw both.
So I thought we could, kind of go back and forth, but the previews were awesome in the 3D. I thought, and everything in the movie was 3D. I enjoyed it.
I didn't say I didn't enjoy it. I just didn't think it was necessary.
Really?
They really didn't need 3D. It seems like everything's like, hey, everything's in 3D so we can get your freaking $3 for these glasses that we want you to throw away at the end of the movie.
Right. Well, I'm kind of the opinion that, I go to the theater and pay the ungodly fee.
If you
I
go
need
during
to see
the day
something.
to the movie theater up the road, $5.
It was actually 6 plus 3. It's
That's
like
'cause
going
you
to a
went 3D.
freaking concert.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyhow, if you're going to the theater, see something that's worth seeing on the big screen. Don't see some chick flick unless you're trying to get in some girl's pants. I'm just saying. Anyhow, I forgot where I was going with that. But I thought the 3D was awesome, and having seen 3D movies in the past where there's like one or two things here and there that are just inconsequential, and they're in 3D. The entire movie seemed like it was in 3D.
Well,
I thought it was badass.
It was.
But I didn't see the 2D one.
Did you ever see Avatar in 3D?
No.
Avatar, to me, has been the best 3D movie now. Avatar, the story, Dances with
Wolves. That was a beast
on a frickin' planet somewhere else. Anyway, the 3D, the special effects, awesome. That is the best 3D movie I have seen in the past few years. But Thor, I didn't think needed to be. It didn't add to the story. It didn't really give to me any other element of it. What really brought it together to me was Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an Oscar award-winning actor, and it's, to me, I walk on set, and I see Hannibal Lecter. I'm like, holy crap, I better do a good job because I'm going to look like garbage.
Yeah, they did really good with the casting, for sure.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth, I mean, other than looking like Kurt Cobain on steroids for most of the movie, he's a great actor. Never heard of him before this movie.
He did a good job. And I'm unfamiliar with, like, the whole Avengers thing you were talking about.
Comic books, so. They keep it all together. The scene that was after the credits in Iron Man is actually in the film in Thor, where he goes and he says, "Hey, we found the hammer." They took that scene from Iron Man 2 and they put it in this movie, which ties it together. Hawkeye, which is supposed to be in the Avengers, he's in it. Unless you know what you're looking for, you're not even gonna know who it is. But and the Agent Coulson, Agent Coulson, he's been in since Iron Man. He's been in all of them, and they're tying it together with Samuel L. Jackson. No, I'm not yelling. That's just the way I talk. But I mean, they're tying it together so well that it's just amazing to me. I'm excited for Captain America. I'm excited for the Avengers.
Is Green Lantern part of
Green Lantern's DC. DC. We're talking Marvel.
Well, it was in the previews. It was a kick-ass preview.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway.
But Thor, thumbs up. It was good.
I liked it. I'm not a comic book dork.
Now it's time for the Stump the Cinephiles question. The question was submitted by a viewer. You want to go ahead and read the question?
In the movie Made, starring Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, need a liter of cola, what did the license plate on the limo say?
Okay, the license plate on the limo, Jimmy's limo, it says DBL DN11, which is Double Down 11. Double Down 11 is a reference to Swingers, an earlier movie that had Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau. He never did get a liter of cola, did he?
He never did get a liter.
Anyway, It had them two in it, and it's a blackjack strategy, which I believe Vince Vaughn says you always double down on 11.
Which means you double your bet.
Yep. So that is the answer to that question.
And no research went into this question.
None
whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
None.
I'm a complete nerd.
I
know my brain
experts
filled with stupid crap.
Mine too.
So
that's why we do this.
All right.
Thanks for watching this episode of Cinephiles. Be sure to get on YouTube and Facebook and share this with your friends.
And don't forget to vote for our next week's episode. The new to theater, what we're going to do is The Hangover 2. The rest are up to you. So new to DVD and a viewer's choice. Like I said before, viewer's choice can be anything. The more obscure, the better. So, I mean, go ahead, vote it up. Anything you want. All right. We'll see you next time.